Alrighty, Roo, and Cuckoo to you and all my nobodies not watching out there. So, now that I had my scathing, retort to Ingrid, which she can't hear and stuff, we're gonna move on. Ingrid! Nah, Day, if you just heard what I had to say, you would have been like, probably would have just been like, I don't want to deal with either of you for the rest of the night. I wanted to talk to you still, but that was too much. It's like, look, she's been a bully to me the entire time. And honestly, she is, like, has she done anything positive for you? Because I wouldn't know about it. And if that's the case, then I invite you to defend her, not her to defend herself. What were you expecting anyways? Showing up senior year, not like you could have made much of an impression anyways. Yeah, Ingrid, yeah, I totally was like, so, I found out about this ghost girl named Ingrid. She lives in Ladle, where, I have like a little bit of previous history with, but I've never met her that I know of. And she's a ghost now. And I'm gonna totally like show up there and just like mess up her stuff. That's the whole plan. Is like I'm gonna like go to the high school, and I'm gonna like it'll be my senior year, and I'm just gonna like Ferris Bueller's that shit. Like, no, I got dragged here, and it's for like. Do you even know why I'm here? Do you even know why I'm leaving? Do you like? I feel like you know way more than you ever let on, and then you just get to say whatever the fuck you want, even though you know. And it's like everyone just has to call you out on anything, but you already know because you're fucking little fly on the wall all the time, just listening and watching. And then you get to be like, oh, well, you didn't know that I was there, so I'm gonna just, act like I wasn't because you can't prove that I was or wasn't, and say things, and it's like only you know what you know. But you've been proven to be a very manipulative, unpleasant person who many people know that you have not left when you disappear. Like, people don't feel safe. They don't feel comfortable because just because you appear to be gone doesn't mean you are. And we all know that you can do that. So, yeah. Thanks, Ingrid. You're just jealous. It's like, why are you being like this? It's like, what did I actually do to you? Why are you being like this? Totally just seems like it's inviting a lot of problems. Thanks, Ingrid seems very passive aggressive. You're just jealous seems aggressive. So I'm gonna go with what her character would do. It's just like, why are you being like this? Like, I'm about to leave. You should be happy. Why are you always so mean? Yeah. I'm just telling it like it is. If you can't handle it, that's not my problem. See, I totally would have, like, quietly, like, tried to research, like, how to dispel a ghost, at least for a while. Inconvenience. Not, like, kill or harm her, but to just be like, like, oh, well, if you do this, that ghost can't be there. And then if you do this, that ghost has to go back to its origin point. Like, oh, well, now you get sucked back to the place you died, and then you have to, like, make effort to come back. That sort of thing. I can't even believe you sometimes, Ingrid. Anyways, we'll be seeing you, I guess. I mean, that's the whole point, is no, you won't, because I'm moving. And you said you wanted to say your goodbye, and you phrased it so nicely, and then you were just an utter bitch. So, Day and I are going to hang around for a bit. I mean, you were supposed to kind of like, I'm not leaving now. You don't like or know, or you do or don't, but the party was kind of sort of happening because of me to sort of say goodbye. I'm not going to just be bullied out by you, hopefully. Um, you were supposed to go get her a drink. That was her polite way, Day's polite way of like getting you to leave for a bit. But I'm sure that you could probably do that super fast and it wouldn't be enough time for her to say what she needs to say. So chances are she's going to like tear you a small one for a minute so we can have some privacy, which we never will because you can be invisible. But then we have to leave early. We've got plans, so... Oh, really? That's right. We have pretty important things to talk about, so... Oh, okay. She just... I mean, for a dead person, she is really good at controlling a live person without, like, being in direct possession of you. No. Actually, I wanted to stay and have my goodbye with Stella. Question mark? It doesn't come through as confident when you add a question mark. There. You know, the whole reason we came here, by we, do you mean Stella, like me and you? Or do you mean Ingrid and you? Oh, sure, go right ahead. Act like you're really gonna miss her. Yeah, you're real lucky that I don't actually have any capacity to control what my character does because I'm not normally for, like, actively being aggressive towards others, you know. But you are just such a bully, and I just do not like bullies. And you are manipulative and toxic. And the sad thing is, I feel like if I'd been interested in either the other two, like, romance options, they all would have basically probably been like this. And I think it's just worse because, like, I want to like you. I like your character design and stuff. I would have been sympathetic to your cause. We could have been like a little trio. I would have been like much less interested in getting in separating Day from you and adding her to this little misfit group that we have going on and been like part of your little group and figuring out like what happened to you. And like we both like those Stacy Clue books. We could have helped you. It's not like I had a lot going on, and maybe if I'd been helping and instead of hanging out with the guys and stuff, she like Days her graves or her graves, but tisk little dark ghost humor, dead person humor there. Her grades wouldn't have taken a dive because it would have been more like we're focusing on tending to trying to solve this problem, this case, and that could have been bonding for all of us. And there would have been that sexual tension because, you know, I obviously like Day, but maybe I think my character would have been respectful or it would have been minimal, like interference. And they could have continued to get good grades and it wouldn't have been as distracting and just in all ways I would have preferred that if I'd had the option, but instead you're just a horrible bitch all the time and you just really are just terrible to me and everyone and no one likes you. And the fact that I'm leaving, you already won without having to do anything. The fact that you're kind of trying to come here and like twist the knife and pour salt and vinegar and alcohol and whatever into the wound just for the fact, just continues to paint your character in the worst possible way. So, please go away, toxicity. Like, she even deserves a friggin' party. You didn't even know it was about me. And honestly, it doesn't seem like it's directly... It seems like that's sort of the intention, but maybe it just became like a big party. And that sort of thing will be announced by Robert later on. To sort of be like, I'm glad everybody's here. Just so you know, we wanted to, this is all kind of here to say goodbye to somebody who maybe you guys don't know or whatever, but they're one of our friends, and we just, everybody, just, it'd be nice to just say goodbye because they're moving, and, you know, a lot of people are moving, and it's a good end of year, so it's goodbye to everybody, but, you know, to our friend Stella, everybody raise a glass. Everybody cheers, toast to Stella. Yay! Stella. Well, I think she does. See? Disagreements. Why do you want to act like you're so close all the time? I mean, it's not all the time. You've literally had her to yourself for like the last semester, so we're about to graduate, and basically since winter break, it's just been you two together. I say hello and try to get involved or whatever, and you're like just a bitch and always looming, and yeah. You barely even hang out with her anymore. I wonder why. Oh wait, is it because the person who's saying exactly that, the one that's floating in front of us, that's constantly insulting me and all that? Maybe? That's not... I could tell Dave was getting flustered. It was true, we hadn't spoken in months before this. Then that nagging voice in the back of my mind started getting a little louder. What if Ingrid was right? What if I really wasn't that close with Day at all? I mean, for all you know, that's just Ingrid having psychic powers or something to fuck with you, man. What if I was kidding myself? Oh, hey, isn't that Robert heading over? Why don't you go talk to him? Whoa. When Robert came over, he was super drunk already. I mean, it's his party, you know. If it's your party, your place, you kind of have to, like, get the thing started, and yeah. I was surprised since it was only 8:30. Okay, it started at 8, but actually that's okay. That's kind of impressive. Like, I don't know, maybe he pre-gamed before it. I don't know. Hey, ladies, so glad you could join us tonight. Or hi, Robert. Hey. I put the ice in the cooler. I hope that's okay. It's totally cool. No, it's not. What? I gotta be honest. I took too long coming here, and by the time I finally made it, it was basically just a bag of lukewarm water with a few ice cubes floating in it. See, that's why you should have had a cooler and brought more ice. More ice would have protected the other ice. So even if you brought 3 bags of ice, you know, it probably would have protected at least 1 bag of ice. People have to bob for beer now. Hey, it's all good. That's ice final form anyway. Am I right? I guess? What's with all the long faces, huh? Turn those frowns upside down. This is the Fumbleys, and I'm here to arrest. Take you in for questioning. For harsh and everyone's mellow. Doesn't the fun police work the other way around? The other way around what? Huh? Another beer day. Come on, cheer up. Aren't you, like, graduating with honors or something? Something like that. Then it's time to get wasted! No more studying till college, right? I could tell Day was having a hard time after college was mentioned. She looked guilty, and the silence got even louder, if that was even possible. So silence doesn't get louder because it's a matter of, noise and silence are measured in decibel. So the silence, you could say, symbolically got louder, but it's not actually. It's like the silence got more intense or permeated or palpable or something like that. But louder doesn't make sense for the silence. All right. I know what'll cheer you all up. Is it chemical intoxication? What if I, Sir Robert of the Holy Rail, do my famous keg stand? Real talk? I know you're anthropomorphic and shit. I mean, I would want to see it if I know that he can do it. Because it might be, like, really cool to see. But just, I think I think a human doing a keg stand is stupid. I think it's a stupid tradition and it's just needlessly dangerous. Getting intoxicated people to do something that... Drinking beer upside down is dumb. And then doing kind of a handstand, whether supported or not, at the same time is dumb. And it just must result in countless injuries. The Raptor and its arm, with the range of motion and its body balance and stuff, like, humans can do handstands because we're actually quite balanced for that, which is pretty cool in its own sense, but Raptors not so much. Just for you. Why was he looking at me? Our keg stand? Yeah! This guy's gonna keg stand, everyone! Brandon looked more out of it than usual, too. He's like, yeah, no, I'm on, like, a heavy thing. And as the known locust owner, I didn't think that was possible. Then suddenly the whole bunch of people were surrounding us! Probably half the party. It was becoming a scene. Hey, what's going on? When I felt someone tall behind me, you just felt that they were tall? Looked up and met Taylor's eyes. Hey, Taylor. What's his face is gonna do a keg stand, right? Damn, Brandon. That's, like, harsh, bro. Like, I know that, like, you made it clear that you guys aren't, like, friends. But it's, like, his party. You definitely know him. He's probably one of your best customers. Like, come on, man. Thanks for the support, Brandon. You know I've always kind of considered you to be my hype man in a weird way. He's probably going to say something disrespectful with me. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Just angry. Hype man, somebody who gets the crowd all riled up. And are you doing this or... Yeah, totally, alright. Everyone make way. Honestly, of all the people here other than the dead girl, I feel like, or maybe the Sasquatch, he's probably the best to do the keg stand. I'm pretty sure he could, even as intoxicated and drunk as he is, he could probably take the fall really well. And, yeah, if he fails. You need someone to, like, hold your ankles or something? Hold his ankles? Alright, a keg stand is when somebody does a handstand on a keg while they drink from it. That sounds awesome, right? So, no assistant necessary, Taylor, my man. Really? Back before, I always do my keg stands freestyle. Real talk, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I don't think it's a good idea, but, like, I don't know how anthropomorphized he is. For all I know, he could fucking break dance on top of that. Like, he's a skater slash snowboarder. He may do a lot of lip tricks, you know? He could do, like, fucking... Is it a gymnast plant? I think that's the right one. I mean, he could do like a gymnast plant on the keg stand and just be like, I got a tail for balance. My body, I can twist it this way. I could make this into a like, you could put the keg on top of a fucking half pipe. I could go up and I could fucking keg stand on that shit just before I drive. Like, he might be able to do that. I don't know. Or is this a good idea? Probably not. Yeah, maybe. Come on, everybody, ready? Yeah. Woo! Go, Robert. Holy shit, he's gonna do it? Alright, alright. Okay, I just gotta get a good angle. I'm gonna end it here just before whatever happens here. Just because, like... Oh, Jessica's over there. She's over there. She's watching. In disapproval, but that's just her resting face of just, yeah. I doubt he's gonna get really injured. Although, he may have not been, you know, I don't know what his arm strength is now. And again, I don't know what kind of skater he is or, you know, snowboarder. Like, I don't know if he did a lot of lip tricks. He probably focused on air, real talk. Air and flip tricks rather than, like, lip work. I don't, if that is that the right? I don't know. But yeah, we'll be back.